So for today, we're going to be looking at the exotic ornaments that we got from not only Edge of Fate, but also from Ash and Iron. I apologize, this video is a little late considering the next expansion's already like in a month, I think. But yeah, better late than never. I want to get through these because I want to have the next expansion. I want to go through all of that and not have to go through previous seasons. So like, for example, the armor sets that I didn't do last season, or the exotic ornaments that I didn't do last season as well. So I want to go through those as the season is active, so that way we get more eyes on the video, and also because I don't like being late. So if you guys like the video, like, comment, subscribe really does help, because a huge portion of people are actually not subscribed. So if you can do me a favor, like, comment, sub, hit the bell notification, because that also does help. Also remember that the Discord is open, so if you do want to join it, the invite is in the description. Just click the link and you will be invited, and most likely than not, I will just literally get you in there, give you a role, and then from there, all I ask is if you do join, just showcase your best set, so that way I can see what you're working with, and if it's really, really good, I might just make a video out of it. So appreciate y'all. Let's just get into it. So to start off, here is the first one for Moirai. So this might be a little familiar for those of you who watched my Moirai fashion review. This is literally the exact same set. I didn't want to change this one too much. The Titans, it's the same thing. I think I used just different, like 2 different pieces. And then the Warlocks, I made a completely new set because that shit came out fire. So for this one, we're not going to be talking too much about this one because, again, like I said, we've already made this one. But Gladius Mask, Black Letter Grips, Black Letter Strides, Glory of Artemis Cloak, and then Wood Weaver Ornament for the Moirai. Shipwright's Finery is the shader we're using specifically because when it comes to shading, this set is pretty problematic. So the cloak takes the off color, and then the stomach of the ornament takes a different off color, which is very annoying. So that is why the other problem is the chest piece has that green that is going to be eternally there. So you could do something like this, which doesn't look bad at all. It's just the fact that like it has an orange glow as well. The other thing is, I think this one takes different glows than other ones, if I remember correctly. I could be wrong about that. No, never mind. I am wrong about that. But either way, a lot of the problem is just going to be the fact that the chest piece has that green, which is going to pigeonhole you to have either a green shader in there or a shader that goes well with green. So like something like this is going to look decent with it because it's green, but everything is green. So that's why I'm like not a fan of it. This one I'm not a fan of because the glow is red. If it was not red, I think this one actually would go pretty hard. So yeah, that is literally the reason why we're using Shipwright's Finery, because the stomach being not the same color is not that big a deal, because the arms have this like, I don't know what color this is, but it has the same color as these pieces of the chest piece. So that's why I'm like okay with it, because it's cool. And the cloak is like decent enough as well with it. So Shipwright's Finery, I think, is the best choice you could do for the shading. That being said, it's not like the only one, mind you. It's just the best one for me personally. Like, you do something like this if you wanted to. I think it looks pretty bad, but I would definitely switch out the cloak. Yeah, honestly, at this point, I would just switch out the cloak for something else, so that way I just have less of a set that's pissing me off. You can do this one as well. So let me know what you guys think about the first set. As for the next set, we're going to be using the Frosted Retinue for the Mask of Fealty. So this one's an interesting choice. So originally, this was going to be originally it was using this chest piece, and it was going to go for a tactical set. But I already had the Vicarian Grips on, and then I had immediately I was like, oh, I'm going to use Jade Rabbit Strides. And then it hit me that I could actually do a Turian set. Now, if you guys don't know what a Turian is, basically this fuck right here. I think this is Garrus, maybe? I don't remember. Either way, this is a Turian for Mass Effect. Mass Effect's one of my favorite game franchises, like one of them. I was gonna say if not my favorite, but Metal Gear is my favorite, like hands down. So yeah, this one's really, really cool. I like it a lot. You have this right here, the feet look almost a 1-to-1, which is kind of crazy. Actually, it is kind of a 1-to-1 because they have 2 toes. This has 2 toes. The only thing is they don't have is this right here, which is kind of a, actually they do. Oh God. Well, I mean, to be fair, it's like up here for them, right? Yeah, it is. So like, it's not the same thing, but kind of crazy how similar it is. Spectral Displacer is what I had on it, and I don't like it because the Turian armor is very smooth. There's not a lot of edgy pieces to it aside from like, this is not even edgy. It's more just like pointed. Yeah. So we ended up going with the Psionic Stalker vest because it's so smooth. I know it's not a 1-to-1, but you're definitely never going to be able to get a 1-to-1 when it comes to like cosplay type of things. But dude, I think this one came out amazing. Like genuinely super, super cool. I'm actually like really happy with how this one came out. Granted, Frosted Retinue, there's definitely like better sets you could do, because honestly, what you could really do, and what I was planning to do originally, was going to be something like this. Fuck. Let me see real quick. I'm trying to find a specific check. Here it is. So this one, and then yeah, I guess we could go with that route, because we are either that one or this one. Yeah, so you can do a poncho look, and I think this one looks pretty decent. Actually pretty cool actually. Let me see. This one doesn't have a lot of armor pieces, so we could go for the stasis look. Do that one. That one's bad. Yeah, so we could do something like this and actually looks pretty decent with it. Or you could just ignore it. Yeah, you could do something like this as well, which I think this one looks a little bit better. Or you could do this, which I probably would do instead, which would be something like this, where it still has a cloak, but it still has like some like a scarf type of thing, because I do kind of want to maintain that. Or this one. There's a lot of things you could do with this one, which is why I think it looks really, really cool. Do we not have a really good like cloak that has like this one? Yeah, so you could do something like this, which I think looks pretty cool actually. So yeah, definitely like my favorite ornament so far. I just wish I liked the exotic. As for the next set, the Europan plate for the Renewal Grasps, Verglis Stalker Mask, Jade Rabbit Cuirass, Interlaced Strides, and then Phenotype Plasticity Cloak. I don't really care for this one. To be fair, I kind of hate the Europan plate. It's just the same problem that I have with Stasis Ornaments, is just the fact that the ice crystals are a different color than pretty much everything else. So like this one is much more of a really blue ice, rather than like a glacial ice, which is white, which pisses me off to no end, because it's like, bro, like to be fair, you can get the ornament that goes with the Europan plate, but like I would not waste money on that, because it looks, I don't like these. Well, for one, I don't use Renewal Grasps, and two, again, the crystals just piss me off. I mean, to be fair, you could just use the chest piece, which is gonna have those crystals the same color, and just not even use the Verglis Stalker stuff, and you'll be fine, because 2 pieces I feel like is more than enough, and then just make it work. But I don't want to make it work. I don't want to like. It's honestly just fix the crystals for the Verglis Stalker, and I feel like it just make Stasis a singular color. I don't know why Stasis gets away with having different colorings. There's some Stasis ornaments that you actually can be able to change color of, which is stupid as hell. Yeah, overall, crystals piss me off. If I ever see a Stasis set, I usually get mad or annoyed, because it's just the dumbest shit in the world. So I don't want to talk about this one anymore. Long Journeys is shader. Other than that, yeah, whatever. And then last but not least, we have Pretender's Crown with Pretender's Grips, Nemean Caress, Strides of the Great Hunt, and then Abyss Walker Cloak. So I actually like this one more than I thought I would. And it's specifically because the pants, the stomach, and the cloth right here all share the same colors. So whatever shader you go with, they're gonna usually have the same coloring, which I think is super cool. Like, look at that. That looks super cool. The only problematic thing is the fact that the boots, specifically this like copper, whatever color this is, does not change color. Yeah, that's a good example. So it does not change color. It's such a big bummer too, because these boots are so good, but because you can't change that color, it kind of like demotes them like quite a bit for me personally. That being said, you can definitely just lean into it. You could do something like this if you wanted to, because this shader is the shader that goes with this one, if I remember correctly. It is. So you could do something like that if you really wanted to. My only gripe about that is that it has a green glow, and I don't want the green glow. I'm trying to find, no, I'm on the wrong one. I'm looking at fucking armor like a dumbass. Here it is. So Yeah, the best bet, like if you were like, no, I don't want the green glow, just switch out the arms for something else, honestly. At that point, you would just have to, that would be the only thing you could do actually. So you could do something like this instead if you really wanted to, which doesn't look bad. It's just, again, if you're gonna use Abyss Walker cloak, I feel like you really need to lean into that purple, which is why I was like, this one's fine. Like, I like it a lot. It has a purple glow. It's not super noticeable because everything is super bright, but you could also do Burgusian Knight. I think Burgusian is a super dope shader. Just the off coloring is wild because it's a textured color as well. You could do this one and then switch out the shader for this one. So you could do something like this, which I think looks pretty decent. So yeah, overall, I liked a lot of the ornaments that we got. You will notice that the Pretender Grips is an ornament that we were able to get, I think, last season. I don't know if it's available now, but the other ornament that we got for this season, I might as well show you since, and we might as well see if we can get them because I know some people are going to ask me. So it's this one right here, Renewal Vest. I'm just not the biggest fan of it, bro. Like, honestly, hold on, let me see with the ornament. Not that one. Yeah, right here. Yeah, I'm just not the biggest fan of it because like Renewal Grasp already, I'm not like, I don't use like that, like at all. I could definitely see myself using it, just because the effect is pretty nice. Yeah, so you just get a lot more ice, like a lot more ice, which I don't know if I give a shit about. And the ice doesn't change color, so again, like I said, that ice is not the same as this, which again, it's gonna be something that just pisses me off to no extent. Let's see real quick if the ornament is available. It is. I just saw it. Yeah. So you can get this if you wanted to. I think this is probably one of the cooler ornaments and the most noticeable because like antique filigree, it just adds like a little bit here and there. A lot of these I'm just like, yeah, that's not enough to like distinguish like the difference. So let me know what you guys think. The exotic stuff is done, which is super cool. I love that we just finished this one because this one is also one that I've been planning to do. If my scheduling is correct, this one should have already been out with the shorts as well. So this one should have came out first, and then the next one should be this video, and then Titan, and then Warlocks. I'm gonna be combining them on top of the regular armor review / class specific videos that I'm doing, because currently today it is the 3rd, which means that today the black letter set for the Titans and the Gladius shorts for the Titans are going to be coming out today. And just to give you guys some, like, for those of you who have come up to this point, we have videos coming up until the 15th. So the 15th will, like, once the 15th is done, I will be done with not only all of the armor, but all of the ornaments, everything from last season and this season, which is super cool. The only thing I still am working through is the raid armor stuff. So specifically, DP, Desert Perpetual, I'm still getting the armor for that. Unfortunately, I just need the chest piece, and I have not gotten that to drop on any class, and that's all I need. I just need the chest piece for all of the classes. I'm going to be doing the dungeon armor as well, but that's going to be something I'm going to be doing like casually, just because the dungeons, not only do I not have people, I have people to play with, I just don't like to ask for help because I hate myself apparently. But once I get the dungeon armor, we're going to be reviewing that, and we still haven't done the Promised Rain, which is the armor from the Witness raid. So I still have a lot to do. It's just taken me a while to get some of these pieces. So apologies, the outro is a little longer than usual, but I wanted to just explain like what's happening, because again, like I said, we have a lot of content that we're going through. So appreciate y'all. Be safe. I'll see you guys later.